And then finally today, our forgotten teams in Philly sports history. Today is the Philadelphia Rage, and they were a women's professional basketball team who only played in Philly for 1 year in the 97-98 season. They moved from Richmond after the 96-97 season, played their home games at the Palestra. They came in last place in the 97-98 season. However, they got off to a decent start the following year, the 98-99 season. They were 9-5, but unfortunately the league folded. They played in the American Basketball League, and that the ABL started prior to the WNBA, but once the WNBA started, they just couldn't compete because the WNBA was backed by the NBA, so they had a more solid financial base. The ABL had higher salaries and things like that, but unfortunately, they just could not sustain it, and the league folded, and a lot of those players went back into the WNBA. The Rage, though, did have Dawn Staley on their team, so Dawn Staley did play professional basketball in her home city for at least one season. She was second team All ABL in 97-98. She was very, very early in her career. The Rage also drafted Lisa Leslie, number 1 overall. But unfortunately for the Rage, and maybe fortunately for Lisa Leslie, she chose to go to the WNBA. But the Philadelphia Rage are today's forgotten team in Philly sports history. Now that the WNBA is way more established and way more on firmer ground, the fact that 76th place is gotten the okay from the city, would love to see a WNBA team come to Philly. Would love to be able to take the kids down there. That's just my little plug, little sort of, hey, let's get a WNBA team here. But the Philadelphia Rage were today's forgotten team in Philly sports history. Only played here for a year and a half. But Dawn Staley was on that team. Good for her to be able to play professional basketball in her home city. But the Philadelphia Rage of the old ABL, the Women's Professional Basketball League that preceded the WNBA, and then unfortunately just could not compete.